Yay. Yep.
Hello, St. Louis, and welcome back to the 314. My name is Mike. I am Quatorze, a video artist from South City, and this is your monthly look at the hip-hop and art happenings here in the gateway to the West. April brought a lot of great music, including a ton of entries into NPR's Tiny Desk contest, which ran through this month. So we'll get to some of those and also some albums I think you should be checking out. So without further ado, let's get into it. Every year, NPR has a Tiny Desk contest for independent musicians and artists where they can create and perform original pieces of music and create a video for it, put it on YouTube, and get entered into their Tiny Desk contest. And they pick winners, and the ultimate winner gets invited out to NPR studios to perform live and get recorded as part of that series, which is really cool. So St. Louis artists this year took full advantage of that. And first up, I want to mention Tanina. Tanina is purpose-built for this. She is so great in intimate settings, and she's one of our best live performers, in my opinion. So she is here with her upright bass performing an original song, a single off of her upcoming album that I'm very excited about. Her voice is just so beautiful and entrancing, and her skills on the bass, both bass guitar and upright bass, are just wonderful, especially live. If you've never seen her live, she performs all the time around St. Louis. Highly recommend you check it out. This is a great entry from Tanina. Go on over to YouTube and check that out. We also have an entry from the homie Zato. Zato really impressed me with this, and this just highlights his versatility as an artist. He tapped a lot of other local musicians, including Mad Keys and Orlando Vaughn, to come be a part of his set and contribute live music to this really funky performance. I thought everyone did a great job. Alex Don Audio behind the lens, really getting those moments of the individual performances. It's kind of like this, a little bit like a jazz improvisational video. Really enjoyed it. So head on over to YouTube, check out Zato's entry in this year's Tiny Desk contest. Last but not least, we have Loop Rat. Loop Rat, a terrific live jazz fusion hip hop band. And with Calvin behind the lens on this, very warm, very great video that just showcases the chemistry and really the experience of all the musicians. I thought they sounded wonderful. It was a terrific entry. The backdrop and highlighting the individual performances of each member of the band was terrific. Highly recommend you get behind Loop Rat. They're just another terrific, great live band here in St. Louis. You can check out their entry on YouTube as well.
Step on my toes, but if you like, we can skip in my backyard. Trees whisper my name out there, yeah. Saying now I ain't the same time, just not.
For my one plug this month, I also created an NPR Tiny Desk contest entry with the homie Jerry. We kind of threw this together last minute, but I'm very pleased with the way it came out. I really wanted to represent the blues and South City, so I thought, what not a better place to do this than in my friend's garage. I wanted to kind of have that low-key garage, do-it-yourself vibe to it. I think that encapsulates so many St. Louis musicians really well. Threw some blue lights as the backdrop and kind of a warm floodlight to give this unique lighting situation to help it stand out from the other entries. I thought both Jerry and Akita Keys gave really strong vocal performances on this. I wanted the camera to be kind of dynamic, moving between them, giving several different angles. Even though their track is very short, I thought adding flavor to it so you really feel their spirit, you really feel their energy, because both of them execute that very well, and I think that's what I find most enjoyable in their music. So if you haven't seen our Tiny Desk submission yet, get on over to my YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and check out my Tiny Desk entry with the homie Jerry and Akita Keys. And let's wrap up the show with 4 new albums from St. Louis artists that I think you should be paying attention to. First up, I want to give a big shout out to the homie Big Neph. He has tapped Trig to create a new EP called Belly. This is his official entry into my STL Boom Bap Challenge. If you haven't heard about my Boom Bap Challenge, I am issuing this out to any St. Louis artist to make a Boom Bap inspired tape that's 3 to 4 tracks long. And the winner will get a music video for each track on the tape. I'm so happy Big Neph entered this. I think that his style, that kind of street raw influence with East meets Midwest, is really unique. His voice is super stellar. He delivers so many quotables and one-liners and memorable bars on this thing. He just eats it up. Trig provided the perfect backdrop for him to succeed, and together I think they've made a very, very enjoyable EP. So head on over to any streaming platform, check out Big Neph and Trig's new tape called Belly. We also have a new project out from ANWAR that he's calling AKARI. And you know, just when you think you've heard everything there is for ANWAR to do, he comes and he surprises you. I just love this thing, man. The vocal inflection and tone that he brings from track to track on this is very surprising. There's some sounds and things I've never heard from him, and I've really, really enjoyed it. His beat selection is stellar. If you haven't heard of ANWAR, this is, I think, just a great way to kind of see what he's about and what he's capable of. Super exciting music. So head on over to any streaming platform, get ANWAR's new project, which is called AKARI. We also have an album out from xlean that he's calling PRIMETIME SLIME. This is 15 tracks, including skits, that really represents the new wave of kind of lo-fi rap that's going around. I think his stamp on it is very well executed. He's certainly influenced by Valet a lot on this, with his kind of quick rapid fire delivery that's a little bit understated. I think he does a great job on writing these beats. There's a lot of standout tracks on this for me, so it's definitely worth your time. Head on over to any streaming platform, get xlean's new album that he's calling PRIMETIME SLIME. And last but not least, we got the homie St. Oeaux, who's teamed up with Q Hall to produce a project that they're calling the Q's and O's. It's a really fun name, and I think it kind of reflects the energy and the dynamic between them. St. Oeaux has really found his groove in hip-hop. He's kind of taking this traditional approach with it, but embedding in it kind of this mature, serious life lessons. And then you have Q Hall, who has a little more flair, a little more fun, and together with a ton of original St. Louis production, I think they've made a very compelling and enjoyable project. So get on over to any streaming music platform, check out St. Oeaux, Q Hall's new project that is called P's and O's. And that's the show, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in each month with me to check out some of this St. Louis music. There's tons of stuff going on right now. It's a really exciting time to be invested and interested in St. Louis music. We're getting it out there. I think people are really creating enjoyable work, but you know, I can't catch everything. So if there's something you think I'm missing, a project or video or a single or whatever you'd like for me to check out, please get at me on social media. You know I love consuming all things St. Louis. But until next time, everybody, be safe, and I'll see you soon.
200 miles an hour, I was not myself in college. A bunch of broken promises, but that's my own problem. Or a situation, either way, that's more ganja to the face. Gotta scrape up some more dollars. Now I'm more honest than a nigga, more polished than your favorite rapper, my nigga. I make it happen. I be on the south side, jigging with that merch. I can show you bitch niggas what I'm worth.
I'm just trying to take the pain away. I roll another paper, take the pain away. I roll another paper, take the pain away. I roll another paper, take the pain away. I take the pain away. I know
I gotta get it.
I know
I gotta get it. I know I gotta go get it.
I know
I gotta get it. I know I gotta go.